Hello lovely friends, you're welcome back to another interesting tutorial today. So we're going to be learning how to make this trendy asymmetric hemline overlap blouse, okay, with dolman sleeve. So this is a trendy blouse and it's very simple to make, and that's exactly what we're going to be learning how to make today. So you can see my pattern on my table, and the first thing I'm doing is to measure my length. So where I place my tape is going to be my starting line, and I'm going to measure and mark the length of my blouse. All right, so after measuring and marking the length of my blouse, I am going to roll the line into a straight line. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to place my tape on this part that is the shoulder line, that's the starting line, and measure my waistline, that is half length. All right, then I'm going to rule it as well, get my ruler to rule it into a straight line, and I'm going to label all the lines that we're going to be needing for this project. Okay, so that's what I am going to uh, do right now. And the next thing I'm going to do after labeling this line is we are going to start drafting the bodies right away. Okay, so what we're drafting now is the back part. Take note of that. All right, so I am going to measure my shoulder line divided by 2. For me it is 8 inches, and I'm going to mark it here. Now this is a dolman sleeve top, so that's also implied that we're going to cut the shoulder line and the sleeve line and the sleeve as well, right? So I want my sleeve length to be around 7 inches. Note that if you like, you can make it longer than that. All right, so I went on to mark that 7 inches now, and I'm sloping my shoulder by 1 inch, and my neck width is going to be 3 inches, and that is what you see me mark here. All right, so I am going to connect the neckline now to the shoulder slope like this, and after that, this is what we have. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to determine the wideness of my sleeve. Now note that this is like a free top. That implies that you should make your sleeve as free as possible. For me, my regular sleeve is around 7 inches, 6.75 to 7 inches, but here I am going to make it as wide as 10 inches. Yes, because I want it to be very free. All right, so now I'm going to measure what I have here, and whatever I have, that's exactly what I'm going to include on the 10 inches sleeve opening that I mark. And I'm just going to connect the line like this into a straight line. Now this is what we have here, as you can see, and I'm just going to use a dotted line to extend this line like this so that you can see where the sleeve opening ended. Now that place where the sleeve opening ended is going to serve as my bust point line, and I am going to be adding half inch to my bust circumference divided by 4. So that implies that my bust circumference is divided by 4 is 9.5, and I'm adding a half inch to it, making it 10 inches, because remember this is a free blouse, right? It is not a fitted blouse, like it doesn't have zipper. All right, so now I am doing the same thing to the waistline. Added half inch to my waist circumference divided by 4. So for me, my waist circumference divided by 4 is 8.25, and I added half an inch to it, and I repeated the same process on the hip line. The length of the blouse, I measured my hip circumference divided by 4 plus half an inch, and these are the lines you see me connecting right now. Okay, so I went on to connect the line as shown, and this is what I have. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to just make a little curve here, and I did that by just extending in, going out by half of an inch, and I'm just going to connect like this. If you've been making bubble before, you should be very conversant with this, so that will blend this part very well. It's not supposed to be sharp, so that's blending is very important. Now here we don't want to have pointedness, so I measured in half of an inch, and I'm connecting it back to the center front of the hem so that we eliminate some pointedness around that area. All right, so this is what I have. Remember I mentioned earlier that we are drafting the back parts. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is to get the neck depth for the back part, and I am going to shade this part a little to indicate that those parts are going off, like we're going to cut them out. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark my neck depth for the back, just as I mentioned earlier. All right, so the neck depth for the back I am working with is 2 inches, and that is what I went on to mark. All right, so I went on to connect it as well with my curve ruler, and that is it for the back. So I'll go on and cut out, and after cutting out, I am going to show you how I'm going to be drafting the front part. Okay, so if you're coming across my channel for this first time, I'm your friend Mercy Posh, and this is Mercy Posh Stitches. And on this channel here, I teach people how to cut, how to sew, how to neatly stitch down outfit, and I make tutorials on trendy outfits, trendy blouses, skirts, two-piece dresses, corsets, any kind of trendy fashion you can think of. These are things I put out here. So you're hello, welcome, and do not forget to subscribe and watch our tutorials to the end for maximum knowledge and understanding. So I proceeded to get another fabric ready, and I mark my length, and another thing I'm marking here is 3 inches. So I'm basically setting aside 3 inches here. Okay, that's what I am doing now. Remember, this one now is our front part, so I'm setting aside 3 inches, and I'm just going to connect it into a straight line like this. All right, so I was done doing that, and the next thing I'm going to do now is to get the paper, the pattern for the back, and I'm just going to place it on the front. That is the new pattern I had, and I'm going to get my pins to secure it properly. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And another thing you can do is to trace all the lines, but that won't be necessary, since we can still, you know, use our scissors when we're cutting out to trace it out. Okay, so I was done securing with my pins, as you can see, and what we're going to do now is to extend the center front to have that pointedness. So you can extend the center front with 3 inches or 3.5 inches. All right, but for me, I am using 3.5 inches. So it's totally depends on how long you want the extension to be. Okay, that's asymmetric hem. It depends on how you want it to be. So mine, I am making use of 3.5 inches, and I'm just going to place my ruler like this, and I'm going to connect. All right, so that's exactly what you see me doing here. Okay, so I was done connecting it, and I am hoping that you guys are seeing what I am doing. All right, so now back to the waistline. I am going to trace the waistline into the front fabric. Okay, and that's what you just saw me do now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to come up to this neckline. I am going to come down as much as 7 inches. Now note, you can use 8 inches, you can use 8.5. It all depends on how deep you want the neckline to be. If you want the neckline to show your cleavage like the one on the thumbnail, it totally depends on you. You're just going to make it as low as that. Okay, so mine, I don't want it to be too pronounced for now, and that's why I'm connecting it this shallow. Okay, so maybe later I am going to still, you know, adjust the neckline to make it deeper than what I have now. If you don't want any reveal, please do not deepen your neckline much. Okay, so now I proceeded to connect it to the 3 inches extension on the waist. Now, like I said, I'm just going to deepen it a little. Okay, I'm just going to deepen it a little. Now this the deepness of the depth of this neckline depends on individual preferences. Now, some people might not like it to be as deep as the one on the thumbnail, like I earlier stated. Some would like it to be as deep as that. Some would even like it more than that, so that they can use maybe camisole or singlet to wear it. So you're just going to choose the one that is right for you, and that is all. And I'm just going to go on to cut out. Okay, and this is exactly what you see me doing here. All right, so note that while you're drafting this, they both should be folded into two. Like for the back, it's not supposed to have only opening at the back. Like there shouldn't be a kind of cut out, a separate cut out for the back. It should be folded and together. I don't know if you get me. So I was done cutting now. As you can see, this is what I have. Now to I cut the only part that should be pieces that should be pieces cut one after the other is the front. All right, so what I did now is I went on to fold the asymmetric hem on the front. That is that 3.5 inches asymmetric hem that we added to the length. I went on to fold it in. This is to enable me cut out another one. Now if you have a tracing wheel, you can use your tracing wheel to trace it into another fabric without folding in into another paper. But I'm doing this because of some of us here that might not have tracing wheel. I actually have it, but I don't want to use it. I want to show you how you can do it if you don't have a tracing wheel, right? So you fold it in completely and cut out the shape exactly what you have on the back part around the hem. All right, so that is what I did. So placing it on another paper, I went on to cut out and ensure that I duplicate everything the same, okay, with the initial front. Okay, that's exactly what you see me doing here. I'm just going to cut it out. Now after cutting it out, I am going to show you what we have. So if you watch this video at this point and you're here to subscribe, my dear, don't wait again, like wait no more. Subscribe to this channel and watch our videos to the end. I have a lot of over 150 videos already this channel, and all of them are trendy videos, so go check them out, watch them, and you'll be happy you did. So I was done, and I'm just going to kind of deepen the neckline a bit. Sorry, I didn't know this part was not showing, honestly, but what I actually did is just to deepen the neckline a bit. All right, there's nothing, I didn't do anything more than that. So this is what I have. As you can see, I just deepened it a bit from what I have, and this is the look. So now what all you need to do is to place it on your main fabric, and you're just going to add all your seam allowance on the hem, on the side, joining allowances around, all around, and you cut the back parts, the front parts separately like this, and you cut the back parts on fold as one piece. Do you get that? And this is all we have. You can see it's already looking so beautiful and gorgeous, and that is it. As you can see, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you some other time when I drop another beautiful tutorial. I'm still your humble Messi, and this is Messi Posh Stitches. So you can see it, and I love it so much, and I believe you love it as much as I do. Thank you so much. To take care of yourself, and bye.